This video is part of the Adult Education series. It covers making inferences in the context of World War II.
Making inferences is a critical reading skill that involves using clues from a text to draw conclusions about information that is not explicitly stated. This skill is essential for deep comprehension and is often used in both academic and everyday contexts. When readers make inferences, they combine their prior knowledge with evidence in the text to understand the underlying meaning or to predict what might happen next. To illustrate how inferences are made, let's consider a sample passage about World War II. During the early 1940s, many countries were involved in a global conflict that had far-reaching consequences. In Europe, cities were often left in ruins after intense battles, and civilians faced shortages of essential goods. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the United States, initially hesitant to join the war, eventually became a key player after a significant event in 1941. This involvement led to a shift in the country's economy and workforce, as many men enlisted in the military, and women took on roles traditionally held by men. From this passage, several inferences can be made. Inference about the global impact of the war. The passage mentions that many countries were involved in a global conflict with far-reaching consequences. From this, we can infer that World War II affected not just the countries directly involved in the fighting, but also had a significant impact on global politics, economies, and societies. Inference about the condition of European cities. The text states that cities in Europe were often left in ruins after intense battles. This suggests that the war caused widespread destruction and that rebuilding efforts would have been necessary after the conflict ended. Inference about civilian life during the war. The mention of civilians facing shortages of essential goods implies that the war disrupted supply chains and that people had to cope with rationing and limited access to everyday necessities. Inference about the United States' involvement. The passage notes that the United States was initially hesitant to join the war, but became a key player after a significant event in 1941. This refers to the attack on Pearl Harbor, which prompted the U.S. to enter the war. The inference here is that this event was a turning point that changed the country's stance on involvement in the conflict. Inference about changes in the U.S. workforce. The text describes how many men enlisted in the military, and women took on roles traditionally held by men. This suggests that the war led to a shift in gender roles and workforce dynamics, with women entering industries and jobs that were previously male-dominated. By analyzing these inferences, students can gain a deeper understanding of the historical context and the broader implications of World War II. Making inferences requires careful reading and critical thinking, as it involves piecing together information that is not directly stated but is implied by the text. Making inferences is a vital skill that enhances comprehension and allows readers to engage more deeply with the text. By practicing this skill, students can improve their ability to understand complex material and draw meaningful conclusions from what they read.
Let's check for understanding. Carefully read the following questions, pause the video, determine the best answer for each, and then restart the video to check your answer.
What inference can be made about the causes of World War II? A. Totalitarian regimes had no impact on the war's outbreak. B. The rise of totalitarian regimes contributed to the outbreak of the war. C. The war was solely caused by economic instability. D. The war was caused by unresolved issues from World War II. The correct response is B. The rise of totalitarian regimes contributed to the outbreak of the war. In a story, a character repeatedly checks their phone, sighs heavily, and paces near a window. What can you most reasonably infer about this character? A. They are waiting for an important call or message. B. They are addicted to their phone. C. They are bored and have nothing to do. D. They are trying to get better phone reception. The correct response is A. They are waiting for an important call or message. What inference can be made about the impact of the atomic bombs on Japan's surrender during World War II? A. The atomic bombs had no impact on Japan's surrender. B. Japan surrendered before the atomic bombs were dropped. C. The atomic bombs prolonged the war. D. The dropping of atomic bombs led to Japan's surrender. The correct response is D. The dropping of atomic bombs led to Japan's surrender. In conclusion, World War II was a defining moment in history that reshaped the world. It highlighted the dangers of unchecked aggression and the need for collective security. The war's legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of vigilance and cooperation in preventing future conflicts.
This has been a production of D&J Designs and Mathman 1962. If you like this video, click on the thumbs up. If you want to be notified when new videos are posted, click the bell. And if you want to see more videos like this one, click on the subscribe button.